lanes, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Hello, Grizzlies. Welcome to another episode of Grizzly True Crime. I feel like I've been here with you every day for a very long time now. It's nice to see you all again. As someone just said, it's like True Crime Christmas week because damn, now I woke up. Okay, I woke up. And it's like, what? There's already body cam footage? What? We were just talking about this yesterday. And I feel like every episode for the last 7 days has started like that, where it's like, we were just talking about this yesterday. It's been quite a week. Welcome, everyone. Please hit the thumbs up. I hope you can hear me properly. If you can't, I'm sure you'll let me know. If you hit the thumbs up, it lets other Grizzlies know and the algorithm know that, oh, you like this video and they should tell more people about it. So I would appreciate it if you did that. If you haven't yet subscribed, of course, subscribe. That would be great. Join us, Grizzlies. Yes, and I hope you like the new intro that I made there. I'm just like, if the outro is like Grizzlies and that's the whole theme and I freaking love it, and I was doing a dance-off, then surely so must the intro be. Okay, so hello, and welcome to all my mods, all my YouTube members. If you don't know what a YouTube member is, if you see all their names in green or highlighted, they are YouTube members. If you see anyone with a spanner next to their name, they are moderators and they help me moderate the chat and keep this community clean, healthy, happy, and respectful. So keeping it grizzly, you know. And welcome also to my patrons. A whole lot of people support me on Patreon as well, which is a whole separate platform. It's got nothing to do with YouTube membership. So thank you to my patrons as well. And damn, do we have a lot to talk about. Again, I've got my very important notes here, very important things. And we're going to look at the body cam footage. We're going to talk about Vicky White's death being ruled a unaliving oneself by the coroner. I have questions too. I made Mr. Grizzly listen to the call too. And I think it was the car that automatically called 911. I don't think Vicky called 911. And I don't think Casey did, because I see that's going around as well. I think the car called. So that's what that is. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at his new mugshot. Yes, another one. Because now he's being housed at the William E. Donaldson Correctional Facility, which is a max security prison in Jefferson County, Alabama. Vicky's body's also been returned to Alabama, from what I've heard. We're going to look at what was left in the car, which includes camping gear and all of that. Yeah, OnStar. Exactly. Yes, it would call on impact. So it makes total sense to me that it's not either one of them dialing 911, because as much as a lot in this case doesn't make sense, that really wouldn't make sense to me. And the whole call makes no sense to me. I've listened to it a lot today, a lot. I would probably be embarrassed to say how many times. A lot, because I'm just like, what? So, never mind that the police say, did I hear correctly? And okay, for the Karens that might join the chat and say, do your homework. I've done my homework and I have questions. Okay, that's why we're here on a live stream. We have questions. And my question is, did you also hear the police say that she had it in her right hand? She had a finger on the trigger? She never said that. They said that. That was overheard on this OnStar call to 911. She didn't say, I've got my finger on the trigger. Okay, so can we clear that up? Yeah, homework done. And so I heard the police say it's in her right hand. But she does seem, apparently she was right hand dominant. But if we were to look at the video of her opening the door, remember when she opened the door for Casey when they were first escaping the prison, the correctional facility? She used her left hand to open that door, which is interesting. And left would make a lot more sense to me if she was left handed, based on, and again, trigger warning, this content is for adults only. This is a big trigger warning for today. It's a very distressing call to listen to, as much as, you know what I mean? It's distressing given what we know happened. But like, okay, I'm still trying to make sense of it. Like, is there a portion of the call missing or what's going on? Yeah, police said right hand, and that confuses me because when she yanks open that prison door with the correctional facility with her left hand, would someone do that if they were right-handed? I don't know. And then in the pictures that I've seen, it looks to me like they grabbed the gun out of her left hand, unless her right arm was completely over her body. So that made no sense. And then also, if you look at the car, afterwards, there's like blood smears on the window on the right-hand side, and there's nothing on the seats. Again, that would make sense if it was in her left hand. I think a portion is missing too, Jill. I think a portion is missing because that call makes no sense. I've listened to it over and over and over. Yeah, it's probably like 100 times today. Probably 100 times. And I'm just like, what? Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. Let me just, I'll just quickly show you this again, just so you see what I mean. Just quickly look at how she pulls open the door, just to start off the conversation. See? It's interesting. We've looked at that lots of times, I know. But I was like, something doesn't seem right. I get it. And we're not all trying to sit here and conspire. You know, normally I would just take fact as fact. That's it. But I'm a little confused about this one. I'm a little bit confused. I think some of the calls missing. I think OnStar or a system like that called 911. So not Vicky, not Casey, OnStar. And I just think, yeah, if something's missing, that'll make more sense to me, because the way that she says things, if you haven't heard this yet and you know nothing about this case, welcome. I hope that you will binge watch my playlist, because I sure did deep dive this case to my maximum ability. And literally been working overtime every time behind the scenes. Like it's been quite something, right? So I'm like in it. So if you are not in it, you can catch up. I made a full timeline video for you. There's a whole playlist, right? Okay, before I yak on more, yes, yak on, yakety yak. Let's just watch what I prepared, because I know we're going to talk a lot. That's why I'm doing this live stream as well today, because I'm like, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of questions. I do not think they had phones on them, period. Very interesting. We're all baffled. Yeah, so we're not trying to conspire. We're just a little bit baffled. Okay, so when I put this clip on, trigger warning, because I know some people get triggered by sirens. Some people get triggered by loud noises, by like gun pops. It could be PTSD that could get triggered, things like that. As you know, I'm very passionate about mental health and making sure that even though this is true crime, I don't know, this is a nice community and we look after each other's mental health, don't we? So if you are triggered by sirens, by the sound of a gun going off, the sound of airbags exploding, loud noises, and just knowing that someone unalived themselves with a gunshot wound to the head. They said the exit wound was on top of her head as well. So that is also interesting. I am going to, and I don't care who laughs at me because I do get those, I'm going to show you the bunny. I'm showing the damn nerdy bunny. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm showing this, which means the bunny's here saying, guys, it's going to get triggering about now. It's going to get triggering, okay? And when I show the bunny again, if you want to mute it now, I will lift the bunny again when I'm done with the clip here, okay? Or when it's safe to listen to. Are we ready? Yeah, the bunny. Some people really mock me for that. They're like, oh my word, Gisela and her freaking speculation spectacles and a stupid bunny. And I'm like, I like my bunny, okay? Okay, the reason I'm showing it now is because the very first thing on this clip that I put is from a guy on Twitter called The Docket, and he showed this airbag explosion. So the very first thing you're going to see in here is like a huge airbag explosion. So don't get a fright, okay? Don't get a fright, guys. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Again, I prepared things for you as always.
Contact.
So you hear how loud that is. I think it makes sense that Vicky was saying, The airbags are going off. Those pops that we hear, because I hear at least 3, I think one of them was at least one of those loud pops was possibly the airbags going off. Okay, so yes, for those bunnies up, I'll show the bunny again when it's safe to put the sound on.
9.5 WKDQ, number 1 for New Country. What's going on?
Look at all those cars. Here we got the body cam footage. Damn, already.
Take a right. Oh, he's right here. Right here to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there because he literally says my wife, okay? My wife. Do you hear it? He didn't say Miss White, he actually said my wife.
Hey, we need to clear some of this shit out of the way so we can get out of here. Okay. Yeah, I got it. He is. Oh,
That was
shot
Casey.
She shot herself. Davis, you good? You need anything? You need anything?
No, she's good.
Okay.
She's still got it in her hand. I don't know.
Got the gun in her hand?
Yeah, she's got a gun.
All right, watch it.
You want this window going?
Hey.
Let's go ahead and pop this front windshield
She's
here.
got the gun in her hand.
Now pay attention to all the sounds you're listening to. If you've still got it on mute, I don't know when to show the bunny. This thing is quite a long clip. It's safe to come out for a second. If you listen carefully now to all these sounds here, I mean, when we hear this full 911 call, which we first got 1 minute and 34 or so, and then 7 minutes, okay, over 7 minutes. But that is it's a combination of that little portion where Vicky talks and then this, where the cops are talking, which again makes me feel like it's a confirmation that it was the OnStar system that called 911. Okay. He said, check on my wife. Okay, so stay here. I'll put the bunny up again when I need to. I want to show you guys Casey one more time so that you guys can actually hear him. Just listen carefully to what he says. It's like, please, I don't know, take care of my wife or check on my wife. Listen. It's something like, please check on my wife, right? Please check on my wife. Okay. So the bunny is down right now, unless you're triggered by sirens. I knew you would get that he called her wife. Yes. Thank you, Gregory, for your $5 super sticker. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it so much. Yeah, he said wife. If you guys are not sure, we're going to look at it one more time.
Oh, he's right here.
Please check out my wife.
Right here to the right.
Listen. I don't know, man. The two of them sound very mentally out of it because I don't think from all accounts that we know, they're not married. So he's like, please check out my wife. But it might, as someone said yesterday, maybe they were like spiritually married. You know, maybe he called her wifey already in prison. So he's like, please check out my wife. You know, maybe. And I mean, they wouldn't even have to get married because they got the same surname. So they're like, it's okay. We kind of married already. You know what I mean? Please check on my wife. Okay. Now I'm going to show the bunny again because we're going to continue on with sirens and we're going to continue viewing distressing content where they're talking. And of course, they saying she's got a finger on the trigger. At this point, I think she's already, of course, shot herself. By all reports that we know of, even though I have lots of questions. But yes, according to what the coroner said, okay, she shot herself. And so they're there trying to get her out. The thing is that they say she's still breathing. And then they ask at some point if someone's got a long stick. I don't know why they didn't You know what I mean? I know that she went over to the criminal side, as they say, but still, if she was still breathing, I don't know why they took so long to get her out of there or try to in any way, I don't know, help save her life. I don't know. Anyway, so let's continue on.
Hey, we need to clear some of this shit out of the way so we can get out of here.
Okay.
Many more times, Katie. Bunny
Yeah, I
March.
got it.
He is. Oh,
She shot herself.
Davis, you good? Anything? You need anything?
No, she's good.
Okay.
She's still got it in her hand. I don't know.
Got the gun in her hand?
Yeah, she's got a gun.
All right, watch it.
You want this window going?
Okay, because the fire could have discharged.
Hey,
Shoot.
Hey, let's go ahead and pop this front windshield
She's
here.
got the gun in her hand.
She's got the gun in her hand. I understand that. Who was that? Stephanie saying because the firearm could have discharged. True. Maybe that's why they took so long. Yes. And she was extracted via the sunroof. Yes, that as well.
she's still breathing. I see chest rising.
Okay.
Right here, got it.
Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, my word. Thank you, Jennifer, for your $5 super sticker. Okay, they're like, whoa. Get back. Let's see what's happening on here.
Back up.
Yes.
She's still breathing. Would it be better if we try to pull the vehicle back? Would it be safer? Let the fire guys stabilize. That's what they do.
Need any light, bud?
Yep. Finger still on the trigger.
Where's he? Anybody got a hooligan?
Maybe.
Cover.
Whoa. Randy.
Still no movement.
William 24 on scene.
I know this might be, if you guys have watched this all already, great. Because what we're doing here is like breaking it all down. We're looking at it all little bit by little bit, and here and there I'm going to comment in between. Thank you, Paul K, for your $10. Is that Australian dollar? I think $10 super sticker. Finally live, hooray. Can we check she had a phone? Why did they not triangulate a phone? I mean, they might have, but they're just not releasing that to us, right? I don't know. So yeah, I think at this point, yeah, she's already shot because they say she's got an injury at the top of her head. So yes, she committed non-aliving. I do not think Vicky shot herself on accident. She committed non-aliving. Man, that audio that we'll listen to later is like, what?
I'm with you. What's your unit call?
You're good. They're transfer Bearcat.
Okay.
Hey, Kurt. You got a Halligan? Yeah. Bring that Halligan. We need. We're gonna start working on this.
Is it a wig?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
What? I'll have to listen another 100 more times.
I got glasses.
They pull it from the sunroof, yes.
What do you expect?
Okay.
Nobody. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody.
So listen.
Break that front.
Let's break that front.
What do you?
I want.
That's got laminate in it.
He
So
does?
it's not going to break.
Okay. Where's the fire?
Yeah, we're gonna.
We need to cut that front windshield.
Yeah.
Gun is pointing at an angle that way.
Yeah.
or if we can break this sunroof here. Probably get in there. Yeah. Hey, here, let me see. Who's got that housing? Right here. You want to try to break the sunroof here? Too. Can you go in? Can you pull her out through there? Well, I think we can reach in and get the gun. That'd probably be easier in the windshield. Oh, see if it'll open.
Good idea. You got cover?
Yeah.
It's opening. It's opening.
Sometimes it's simpler. Just be careful, dude.
Yeah. You got me? Yep. You want to go for the gun first? Okay.
Okay, whoa, I'm going to have to do a trigger warning again. Thank you to Me Amor Michelle for your $5 super sticker. Thank you, G, for covering these cases the way you do. You have become my one-stop shop for all true crime these days. Good place to be. Hard work is appreciated. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. You know, sometimes, yeah, the bunny's coming out. The bunny's coming out. Sometimes you just don't know if people know all the work you put in. So thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much, Melissa, as well. Thank you for your super sticker. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel in all the ways you do. Okay, wait. Bunny's coming out, guys. Bunny's coming out. Wait for it. Bunny's coming out. You have to see it. This is not just to mute it. If you don't want to see Vicky being pulled out of the car, as much as they blur out her head, though you can see the wig color that she's wearing. You can see the wig color, which really is kind of like, it's blonde-ish. I wouldn't say reddish blonde, but it's blondish brown. What do we call that? Almost like an ombre effect. Anyway, so you can see the wig a little bit and the top she was wearing and the pants she was wearing and the shoes. You can't see her head, but it is distressing. There's some blood on her sleeve, on her top. So she didn't shoot herself in the stomach. That's confirmed because there's nothing. You can see nothing there. So if that's distressing for you, okay, the next few minutes will be triggering for some. So Bunny says trigger warning, and I'll put the bunny back up afterwards, okay? And everyone can laugh and joke as much as they want about my bunny, okay? We love the bunny over here. Let's
Go for the gun.
Right.
I'm gonna grab it. Let me a little bit. All right, pull me out.
Notai took the gun or a gun from the left-hand side. I find that interesting.
All right, I got it. All right. Scene safe. Hear me pull her out?
Yeah.
Someone pull me.
Ready? Keep going.
Medics.
Hey, go get cleaned up. Go.
We're going to look at some still images. I think it's okay now. I think it's okay now to come back. We're going to look at some still images of when he got the gun, because he definitely got it from the left-hand side. So that would be accurate then if she used the left hand, which is interesting. Yeah, police not wearing gloves, so not safe. Interesting, right? Right, Amy? Yeah, that was horrible, right? Okay, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Let's continue on.
Here, hold on.
Oh, well, can somebody kind of hook me up real fast?
He needs to get cleaned up, dude. He's got a blood all over him. Here, hold on. Hey, go to Dan.
Lieutenant Peter Pronzo, did you also notice that they took the way they took the gun, or a gun, I mean, it could have been, there were multiple guns in the car, was from the left-hand side of her body. So do you think that her, because the way they pulled her out, you know, her hand was like that. Do you think it was her right arm, like across her body holding the gun at that point? Or do you think it was in her left hand? I would like to hear from Lieutenant Peter Pronzo and everyone else. Feel free to comment, guys. Okay. Was she face up or down? Face up. Okay, again, trigger warning, everyone. This could be distressing for some. We're going to hear Vicky. If you haven't ever heard her voice, if you didn't listen to any of this today, you're going to hear her voice. Now, this is just a small clip, and then this long clip they're saying is the full audio is really just the police talking again. So I've just shortened it here to when it's Vicky's voice. And after that, you don't ever hear from her again. So it's just it's so weird, right? No gloves, right? Let me just quickly see if I got an answer there. Go get cleaned up. The cops speak and stand by the fact she was dead at the scene. Me too. I also think she was. I know they pronounced her dead at the hospital, but I think she'd already died at the scene. Even though they said, oh, still breathing, I think shortly after. Yeah, why did they release the footage so quickly and edited? I know, right, Johnny? Okay. Can go both ways. A drop from the right, roll to the left from the car rolling, or the hand can clench up and remain in hand. Exactly. Ooh, no seatbelt. Miss Dewey, you guys are so observant. You're so observant. Exactly. Okay, who's being rude? Who's being rude where the wind blows? Okay, I see it. If anyone's triggered, don't watch true crime. Well, my audience doesn't roll like that. You might be new here, got me stumped. This is an audience that came into true crime based on the Gabby Petito case. They weren't true crimers before, a large majority of my audience. So we're a little more gentle here. We're a little more gentle. We definitely never get too graphic. Christine, oh, thanks for your $4.99 super sticker. I'm still just looking if there's an answer at all. Okay, let's continue on.
When we could hear her on the line saying she had her finger on the trigger. And field off Baumgart and Birch.
From hearing the cops.
Shot victim. Female is still armed. Male apparently has shot himself. Female still armed. 41, then east on a Birch. Further traffic's going to be on TAC 5.
One law enforcement vehicle. 2 patients at this moment.
Amazon Island. 911.
Please stop. They're going to airbags going to walk and kill us.
Hello?
John. Airbags are going on. Let's get out and run. Get us back to the hotel.
Hello?
Again, I'm sorry if this is upsetting for anyone right now. That's the sound of Vicky's voice. Again, that whole call portion makes no sense to me. And here, I just blew up this picture here that you can see on the right-hand side with that blood smear on the right-hand side, which either she used her left hand or that's just where she came to rest after the crash. I don't know. But that's also interesting to me. Okay, I'm going to go back slightly so you can hear it again.
Male apparently has shot himself. Female still armed. 41, then east on a Birch. Further traffic's going to be on TAC 5.
One law enforcement vehicle. 2 patients at this moment.
Amazon Island. 911.
Please stop. They're going to airbags going to walk and kill us.
Hello?
John. Airbags are going on. Let's get out and run. Get us back to the hotel.
Hello?
Okay, these are still images of the cop reaching for the gun. Okay, so I put the docket from Twitter over there because he made these images and circled the important areas. Thank you to Mandy Morrow. I still believe he actually shot her. Why would his first words be, "My wife shot herself and I didn't do it"? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for your super sticker. And I mean, it is a red flag to me too that that's the first thing he says. I mean, knowing him and his criminal background, and that there could be a case from 2008 where his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend at the time unalived herself, but now they're reopening the case because I think it could be him. That's all very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, OnStar computer called 911. It wasn't her. So you see how he reaches here. Now, based on this picture, yes, it could be her right arm. Right? You see that? Could be, or her left. I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. Take a right. Oh, he's right here. Right here's good.
Okay, I'm pausing it here. If you still sirens, things like that, if they trigger you or anything like this, I don't think there's anything too distressing. I think we might hear the call again. I can't remember what all I put in this presentation right now. We're going to continue on. I'll let you know if something is getting hectic. But she did say she was kind of getting a fright from what I think was the airbags bursting. I think she got a fright from that. That was one of the first pops. She did at one point, what I hear is her saying, they're going to kill us, and then saying, let's get out and run, go back to the hotel. Like, what? To think that she said that, and then the next minute we hear a pop and then nothing more, it's interesting. Because I just still think then there's audio portion missing. That would be the only thing making sense right now. I don't know. Right? If you didn't do it, and everyone would assume you did, yeah. If you didn't do it, and you know everyone would assume you did, you'd sound the same way. No, that's true as well, I guess. Yes. Okay.
Hey, we need to clear some of this shit out of the way so we can get out of here. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
He is. Oh.
She shot herself.
Davis, you good? You need anything? You need anything?
No, she's good.
Okay.
She's still got it in her hand. I don't know.
Got the gun in her hand?
Yeah, she's got a gun.
All right, watch it.
You want this window gone?
Hey. Let's go ahead and pop. Let's go ahead and pop this front windshield here. She's got the gun in her hand.
She's still breathing. I see chest rising.
Okay.
Right here, got it.
Oh, go. She's back. Back up.
Yes.
She's still breathing. Would it be better if we try to pull the vehicle back? Would it be safer? Let the fire guy stabilize. That's what they do.
Need any light, bud?
Thank you so much, Paul, for your $5 super sticker. They pulled Casey through the roof skylight, apparently. I believe they pulled Vicky through that. Did they pull Casey through that as well? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Absolutely.
Yeah. Finger still on the trigger.
Where's the, anybody got a hooligan?
Maybe.
Where's the windshield? Cover.
What's your eyes?
Still no movement.
William 2-4 on scene. I'm with you. What's your unit call?
You're good. They were trying for Bearcat.
Okay.
Hey, Kurt, you got a Halligan? Yeah. Bring that Halligan. We need. We're going to start working on this. Well, yeah.
Is it a wig?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Still breathing.
I got glasses. What do you expect?
Okay.
Nobody. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody.
So listen. Break that front.
I want your or something. That's got laminate in it, so it's not going to break. Okay. Yeah, we need to cut that front windshield. You can see the gun pointing around them. The gun is pointing at an angle that way. Or if we can break this sunroof here, brother, get in there. Yeah. Hey, here, let me see. Who's got that housing right here? I'm gonna try to break this sunroof here too. Can you go in? Can you pull her out through there? Well, I think we can reach in and get the gun.
That'd probably be easier in the windshield.
No, see if it'll open. Good idea. You got cover? Yeah. It's opening. It's opening. Sometimes it's simpler.
Just be careful, dude.
Yeah. You got me? Yeah. I'm gonna go for the gun first. Okay, I'm gonna go for the gun. All right.
Just twisting again. We're there again.
I'm gonna grab it. Let me a little bit. All right, pull me out. All right, I got it. All right. Scene safe. Hear me pull her out?
Yeah.
Somebody pull me.
Ready?
Keep going. Medics.
Hey, go get cleaned up. Go here. Hold on.
Oh, well, can somebody kind of hook me up real fast?
He needs to get cleaned up, dude. Yeah, he'll blood all over him. Here, hold on.
Hey, go to damage caddy wipes on you, man.
Okay, so this is the point at which we see Casey arriving back at the correctional facility. And now, as we know, he's been transferred to William E. Donaldson Correctional Facility. Glock. My sister had one, so was that a Glock that they got there? And there was in the truck, remember the Ford F-150 that they left? And yes, I saw a video of that today. That literally, I saw the body cam footage of I didn't put it in here because it'll be really long. And there's not all that much interesting in there to show you. I'm sure you could see it. It's also on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere. But in it, there was the, oh man, what do you call it? The magazine of a Glock. So interesting that you say Glock. Yes. Okay. So let's look at this dude. The way that he walks here is very interesting to me. Right? I don't even know how to really call it. Maybe it's the clip. Yeah, the clip. Like a little, yeah, the clip, like a little bottom piece. Glocks have a light trigger pull. Interesting. So let's have a look. Of course, let's look at his body language, shall we? Let's look at his body language. Yes, he's got shackles on. I know he's got shackles on. I just mean the way he looks a bit chill. He looks quite chilled. You know what I mean? Who's yelling? The other inmates? It's probably the press, huh? Thinking it's the press.
Casey, was it worth it? Casey, does it bother you that Vicky's dead? Who's the mastermind behind your escape? How much thought did you put into?
I can snark it up a bit. That is one flat ass he's got there. I mean, here he walks. Again, I'm just like, it's just not how you expect him to look and how to walk. It's not how you expect him to move. It's, I don't know, it's like flat foot and like flat ass and just like not a care in the world in my mind. It doesn't look like someone super distraught, or of course, I don't expect him to be. I just don't think he has even the capacity for that sort of emotion, in my opinion. But he might. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just like, I don't know. It's just interesting to me. Let me know what you think.
Casey, was it worth it? Casey, does it bother you that Vicky's dead? Who's the mastermind behind your escape? How much thought did you put into this? Casey, did you think you were going to get away? Where do you think you're going tonight?
Yes, Robert, if it walks like a duck. Exactly. It walks like a big duck. That's one way to put it. Thank you, Patty girl. Okay, yeah, and he's huge. I mean, damn. Just like even when they arrested him, you're like, oh my word, that guy is so tall. Yeah, he killed a dog. Yes, we've gone over even his criminal records and everything. No remorse for Vicky. He hasn't even asked about her. Not a single question. Is she okay? Did she make it? Like, what's happening? Even if she didn't, where's her body now? Where will she be buried? Nothing. He's asked nothing, allegedly. Wow. Now, they said in the car they found, yeah, this is a good one as well. Mentally deficient. Yep. It probably was worth it for him. I mean, 11 days of woohoo, getting out there. Nothing. He would have been in prison anyway. You know what I mean? He had literally nothing to lose. So for him, he gained something out of it. A groot lomp. Oh. Yeah, he's the biggest guy I've ever seen. Okay. I also think he didn't care about her. She was a means to an end. And I still think could have been sedated. Maybe. I still think when he's doing the whole, please look after my wife, or check on my wife, like in my wife, all that. I think it's a way to feign emotion and care. It doesn't seem authentic to me, but it's just my opinion. I could be wrong, as I say. Okay, now in the car, they found camping gear. So this is a blown up picture of it, okay, that the cops also released. I mean, they're like, whoa, they released the body cams and this. I woke up to all these surprises today. Yeah, approximately, $60,000 spent in 10 days. They bought 3 cars. So apparently they bought, we know Vicky bought the Ford Edge, and then they bought the Ford F-150. They apparently bought the Cadillac. They bought some more guns, and they paid to stay in a hotel, motel, 2.5 star motel for 14 days, which couldn't have cost a whole lot. And then they paid a homeless man, according to the manager of the motel, to book them or check them in. So what did all the money get spent on? If I were to be snarky a little bit, I'd say feeding that beast. He, like, damn. And it looks like even now, according to how they booked him in, they say 200, I think they said 270 pounds. And I'm like, damn, he's lost weight. And yet he still looks a tiny little bit like he's got weight on him, a little bit, just a little bit. So he must imagine the calories that guy needs. All that money, huh? Food. Okay, so this is what was found in the car. So you can see there's a tent, there's a grill topper, we've got charcoal, we've got these masks, extension cord, rope, lots of duct tape. I don't know what else is in. There's matches. There's a sleeping bag right in the back there. It's like teal colored. So maybe after that they were going camping. I don't know. I don't understand why they bought the truck and abandoned it. I know, right? Like, why? It's very odd how they took that truck to the car wash and then left it in the wash bay. Which, I don't know, it's just strange, man. It's just strange. Someone was speculating maybe it was where Casey was, I don't know, getting guns from someone or trying out a gun or seeing it. I don't know. It just makes no sense. Yeah, why did they go to the motel if they had all this camping gear? Right? Yeah, no more extra biscuits for him. I would think that's what he's most sad about. I think that's his capacity. Right? Okay, so let's continue. Again, this is the cash. Now, initially I saw the one board, and from what I remember, it was like the board on the right-hand side there. It's like $5,000, $7,000, and then $97.40. And I'm like, that doesn't add up. But then there's a second board here, and it does look like are those phones in the back? At the top there. Are those phones? Could be. Camping gear stick. Camping gear 2. Stalk with. Maybe. Possibly stashed. Sheriff said, anyone free to look for it. With the rest of the cash. Yeah, anyone's free to look for that cash. I wonder if they had a police scanner. Wow, imagine that. Well, they don't need to, I suppose. If they had phones with the internet, they could listen to some police scanners, right? Yeah, those are phones, right? So that could have been the phones they had. Like, I don't know what brand that would be. Are they burner phones? Are they even their phones? They are there on this picture, but I don't know. Looks like it. A lot of food, a lot. Okay, this is the whole arsenal of weapons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's a 6th one. And apparently, from what I could see here, there's a taser as well on the strap on the second from the right. Like, damn. Interesting. They had a taser too. Looks like they had a little over 17K remains. And where's the rest of the money? Yeah, it looks like it's not all there. I know, right? We'll see more of that now. Ooh. Erin says, which shows she was right-handed. What is it that's showing that TV movie coming? James will be the main character. Yeah, James. I did finally today see the petition shared. I couldn't find it yesterday, so I didn't pin that comment. But I did see that today it was shared on Twitter. So maybe I'll pin it here so we can afterwards, so that we can all go and sign the petition so that James can get the reward, right? $29,000 remain. I mean, earlier on the WFLA Live with JB, thank you to all the Grizzlies who were there. It was really fun to see. As soon as it's like, hi Grizzlies, or like even just one Grizzly says hi, you just see the chat like pull up with the bears. It's quite funny. I love it so much. JB was saying like $20,000, but I believe what they reported, what the sheriff said, both sheriffs, the U.S. Marshals, and all $29,000, right? Exactly. Okay, and I'm still trying to find Erin's comment here. Sorry, I missed it now. Taser. Okay. So, like, look at him here. My word. And I know you're all looking at those two cops on the right-hand side of him. I've got the messages. I've got the emails. You're all drooling over those two. You guys are funny. Oh, my word. I'm like, wait, what? Okay. Mandy Morrow, thank you for your $5 super sticker. You say, in my personal opinion, he was feigning care because he didn't want them to think he shot it. Me too. I agree with you, Mandy. I think he was feigning care. I think he's done that his whole life. Taser holster. Okay, so it proves she's right-handed. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense, actually, from where it is. I get what you're saying. Interesting. It's interesting how the blood on the window in the car is like that. If she's right-handed, how did that happen? You know what I mean? Unless that's where she was lying like that, you know, afterwards. So, anyway, sorry if that was disturbing for someone. He's a giant. I mean, here he really looks hectic, huh? Oh, damn. Look at him go. He really looks like... Over here, he looks really disturbed. Like, really like, holy crap, am I going back into jail? Right? That's what I think he's like, oh, my word. Okay. Okay. Beast mode activated. I'm going back in. Or he's just like really tired and really hungry. I don't know. Here's a picture of Vicky. She's on the bottom right-hand corner here. Yes, the medical examiner did confirm that it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He looks sad. A little humanity left in him. Lost the only woman who ever loved him. Well, yeah, that's also true. He looks like Big Bird on Sesame Street. Oh, Rochelle Bronzo, he does look like Big Bird on Sesame Street. Oh, my word. Wow. To me, he looks sad. He looks quite finished off. I can say that. He looks tired, hungry, maybe a little bit sad. I don't know. Because not going to get any more biscuits. Look like those flips up just... Yeah, imagine maybe they don't have his size, you know, because he's so huge. Oh, my word. He couldn't stand this prison. I read this prison specializes in behavior problems. I believe so. He was really trying to get out of there, so I think he was super disturbed to go back there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, finished off. Yes, Vicky looks nice in that picture. Yep. All right. So we looked at it. I mean, if you want to watch it again, I would highly recommend that after this, watch it again on this video and then leave all your comments below. That would be great, right? Look, this is his new mugshot now. I mean, here, damn, he looks finished off. Like, oh, damn. I think it's the behavior panel. I think it's them that I watched that said you must look at the left side of someone's face. So obviously on the right-hand side of this picture now, if you were to cover up half his face to really see, I don't know, the true form of someone. You know, if you feel like, I don't know, there's like conflicting information, then you should try to blank out the person's left-hand side of their face and just, you know what I mean? Look on your right-hand side, their left side of their face. Do you know what I mean? Wow. So if you look at that, it's yeah. If I even just cover this up now with my hand, I'm like, damn, two different looks there. Shapeshifter, Big Bird. He knows it's over. That's the thing. And for him, I mean, it's very terrible what happened to Vicky in the end there when she unalived herself, according to everything we know. But she's like at peace now, right? It's over for her. But for him, he's still got to face so much. He has to go to trial for this other murder charge. We don't know what other charges he might be facing. It sounds like this is a legal stretch, but they're like, he might be charged with a murder. And I'm like, what? You know, because he escaped. So I don't know. That feels like quite a stretch for me. However, yeah, he's 38. He's a hard 38, right? He looks different in every photo. I agree. He does. 38. This dude's 38. Yep. Yes. He's a chameleon. He'll never walk hand in hand along the Amalfi Coast. Yeah. Holding himself for trials. He does look like he's in his 40s, not late 30s. It was already over for him. But this would have a psychological impact, right? I mean, this cannot, no matter how callous he might be, even if he's got antisocial personality disorder, or if he's like, I don't know, off the charts, as we would just in layman's terms say psychopathic or whatever it is, this really has to impact someone after all that. Like, you know, sorry for that noise. I just whacked my mic. Sorry about that. At least at the end, he's off the streets again. So that's positive. And at least no one else was hurt in this. You know, no other law enforcement officers, no other people, because this could have gone horribly wrong. Of course, also for his ex-girlfriend, who he promised to kill if he got out, and they were all worried as well. So yes, there's nothing behind those eyes. Yeah, that's the thing. Nothing. Exactly. Don't fool yourselves. He's going to be a prison hero. Oh my word. Well, yeah, he's definitely added some gossip hour to prison. What was it like, man? How did you do it, man? Yeah, I get what you mean. All kinds of fist pumping going on. Yes. He witnessed someone unaliving themselves. Yikes, that's traumatic. Maybe even twice, if it was his other girlfriend, you know, in 2008. He's been through some stuff. Now, I'm not trying to empathize with him. I guess something I'm also trying to demonstrate is a lot of people get really upset when one doesn't over-empathize with Vicky, right? But then if empathy can be applied like that, because she really let a dangerous man out of prison, whoa. Okay, so it's hard for me to then apply the empathy at that point because you put so many people's lives in danger and your own and everything. But I mean, if we were going to empathize on every level, then this dude's also been through some stuff. Imagine if he really does fall in love with broken girls who unalive themselves or something like that. Like, oh my word, then he's been through it twice. If it turns out that Christy Shelton actually unalived herself, that would be like, whoa. Then he's been through some sad stuff, but still, no. Still, if it turns out that he murdered Connie Ridgway because he confessed to it, wow. You know what I mean? So we've got to be careful with empathy. Use it judiciously. Advice from a clinical psychologist. I've used it ever since. Okay, I thank you, Paul. I feel he will recant his murder confession, all part of the escape plan. That's a fear I have as well, is that he's going to do that, right? I wonder what his childhood was like. Apparently, he had a charge in 2006 for DV, and it involved his mother. So that's also interesting. My word. Oh, sorry. An interview with a previous sheriff who knows Casey said he isn't a sociopath. He has a mental illness and needs his medication. He doesn't do well off his med. Yes, we looked at that about 3 episodes ago in depth. Thank you for reminding us of that. Of course, he apparently hears voices and he needs his medication. And if he doesn't have his medication, he was known to self-medicate with methamphetamine, but he doesn't cope on the outside. So yes. Yeah, exactly. Where's his brother? That too. He also has information on another body. Exactly. Good job, you guys, remembering facts from previous episodes. You know, if you guys say, I read it somewhere, I heard it somewhere, you heard it here. Okay, we did a deep dive. Okay, yeah, he's not a good person. Exactly. Okay. Just refresh your page, refresh it, and then you'll see, I think the likes are more than that. If it isn't, then sure, everyone hit the like button. It's always good to encourage hitting the like button. But what I've seen is sometimes, even when I'm watching, I'm like, what? I was watching WFLA earlier. It was like 4.3K watching, and there was like 200 likes. So I'm like, what? And then I refreshed my page, and I was like, okay. Yeah, Vicky should not get a pass. She unalived herself because she's a coward that didn't want to face the music. See, that's more how I think. But damn, do I get a lot of flack for that. Getting those emails that really scold me. But I cannot to that point. I cannot. She chased pleasure at the end of the day, from all we know. I mean, she was speculatively in love with this dude, let him out, went on the run, booked a friggin' motel, planned everything, went to the adult store, bought him clothes and all this. I mean, it's difficult to be like, shame. Now, her mother I could feel very sorry for. Yes, her mother. I could have absolute empathy for her mother. Vicky as his mother complex. The female was 5'5". And interestingly, I mean, it's dangerous to let him out because, sorry, I must take this off now. It's dangerous to let him out because he's alleged victim, because he's still going to trial. Connie Ridgway, she was 58. So, and Vicky was 56. So it's like, do you want to match the profile of the type he goes for, if he is a killer, which will, yeah, she offed herself. So she wasn't in a good mental state. Well, even the fact that she's like, oh my God, the airbags are going off, and then saying, we should get out and run and go back to the motel. We should have stayed in the motel. It sounded to me like we should go back to the motel. And I'm like, yeah, she was a bit delusional at that point, huh? Yes, absolutely. You can hear voices when you have psychosis. Exactly. Yes. Okay, I missed Schmitty's comment there, did I? But yes, okay, so let's just see if there's anything else here. And then that's about let's just see what so we looked at the body cams, we looked at Vicky, the medical examiner saying she unalived herself, the new mugshot. Oh yeah, where they bought the F-150. That's interesting too. Wait. They bought, where the Ford Edge broke down, apparently had mechanical problem. They bought that F-150 quite close to that. So let me just quickly look here. Hold on. I just want to find where I saw it. Wait, did he reply at all? Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Loving your effort at the moment. Well, I've always given 100%. Always 100% effort. But thank you. I'm glad you're loving it at the moment. I hope you'll stay and love it as we continue on. Okay, I just want to find this one. Sorry, I'm looking now, and instead of going to a break, I just want to find this. There are so many memes still going around. Oh my word! Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to. Rose is also on Twitter, and she said, "So this is where the two of them got the 2006 F-150 from." Wow, imagine that. The owner's finally allowed to speak. So here they say, so crazy stuff happened yesterday. I spent the day talking with U.S. Marshals, great guys and gals, about a particular vehicle we sold, which just so happened to be the blue 2006 F-150 that was found today in Indiana near where they captured Casey White and Vicky White. Never been through something like this, but I can say it was great working with some amazing people in law enforcement that were actually out to catch some bad guys. The truck sold on April 29th while I was out of town in Florida the day I got in the golf cart accident. This creep was literally in our front yard with the officer who betrayed our community in Florence, Alabama. Somehow, their car broke down and just happened to be 10 minutes away from our property. They passed by, obviously, and saw we had trucks for sale. Craziest thing to ever happen to me, a story I'll hold on to forever. I'm thankful no one innocent was hurt in all this. Hate to hear about Vicky White passing away. You've got to ask, what was she thinking though? See, so they bought it on the day when they left the correctional facility. They drove to that near the Florence Mall. They got in the Ford Edge, drove about just over 2 hours. The car broke down. Wow, again, that conversation must have been hectic. Then they walked around 10 to 15 minutes and offered cash, clearly. You know, imagine that, just walking around being like, that must have been so stressful. Walking around and be like, oh, damn, I see you selling some trucks. We'd like to buy one. It must have been so weird. Like, where do you come from? Like, how did you walk here? Oh, no, we're just in the area. Wow, imagine that. So, yes. The like button is there. All you got to do is just rotate your screen and it will be there. Below it, it will be there. I would appreciate that if you came back then or just did that now. Yes. Was he the last one to see his brother? No, he was in prison at the time his brother went missing. She says, what? Let's run. Don't kill us or you're going to kill us. He shot her. I don't know if I heard that. What did you guys hear? Okay. So that's that. I'm just going to take this off for a second. Oh, yeah. I wanted to also just show you this quickly. Hope you could see it. So the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office, just to show you guys, from May 10th, 2022, they say Alabama fugitives arrested in Vanderburgh County. Also, thank you to everyone who sent me emails, Twitter messages, Instagram messages, TikTok messages. What else? Did I miss something? Comments, everything. I really appreciate all the stuff you send me. I mean, I probably got 100 of the same things in every type of context, but it's always rather safe than sorry in case I didn't see something, you know? So thank you so much. Also, remember that in the comments, you can't put a link in the comments. It will just, or YouTube will automatically just put that in the blocked section. Hashtags and links, they don't really work in the comments section. So in case you're like, where did my link go? I can't see it there. So please email me or send me messages on social media. Email is best. Yesterday, law enforcement personnel from the Evansville Police Department, Indiana State Police, United States Marshal Service, and the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office began surveilling a local hotel near US 41 and Yokel Road after information led them to believe that Alabama fugitives Casey White and Vicky White were in the area. The outlaw couple led law enforcement on a several-minute-long pursuit in a Cadillac that they purchased during this day in Evansville. The pursuit traveled north on US 41. I'll try to zoom in a bit. No, it doesn't want me to zoom in. Okay. On US 41 from the hotel before entering the property of Anchor Industries. Once the Cadillac entered an open field adjacent to the parking lot, one of the pursuing law enforcement vehicles made contact with the White's Cadillac in order to prevent them from fleeing any further. The Cadillac came to rest in a ditch near the roadway. It was at that time that a single shot was fired. Okay. A single shot was fired, originating within the Cadillac, causing serious injury to Vicky White. Casey White was taken into custody without any resistance. Aid was immediately rendered to Vicky by on-scene personnel, but she was later pronounced deceased at the hospital. A full autopsy is scheduled for this afternoon, which they've already now done and confirmed that she unalived herself by the Vanderburgh County coroner, but it appears that the injury was self-inflicted. Casey White was treated for minor injuries and transported from the scene for questioning. I mean, he looked like he had a tooth missing too. During the interview with investigators, Casey White indicated that he envisioned an alibi cop-style shootout with police. However, that plan was foiled when the law enforcement vehicle made contact with a Cadillac. Inside of the Cadillac, investigators located 4 additional loaded handguns, a loaded AR-15 style rifle, extra magazines for each weapon, and a duty belt equipped with handcuffs, a taser, and handcuffs, a large sum of cash, and camping or survival gear. See below images. Casey White was booked into the Vanderbilt County Jail for his outstanding warrant from the state of Alabama. White appeared in the Vanderbilt County Superior Court this morning, where he waived his right of extradition. Information pertaining to the transportation of Casey White will not be released by the Vanderbilt County Sheriff's Office. The daily or hourly activities of this fugitive couple might take weeks or months to sort through, but the critical part of this case for the Vanderbilt County Sheriff's Office has been settled. 2 dangerous criminals have been captured, and no innocent civilians or law enforcement personnel were seriously injured during the process. Sheriff Dave Wedding. So they say a single shot was fired, which is interesting. I believe Vicky's mother's 88. Yeah. And alive. Banfield asked the sheriff about his missing tooth, but I saw that. The sheriff didn't address it. But when they already arrested him and, put him on the hood of the car, you could see his tooth is missing there. So that's interesting too. I don't know from when that was. Right? Do you guys want to hear anything one more time, or are you going to go watch it yourself? Are we good? Are we good? Thank you so much, first one. I think the best is you guys go hear it. When I end the live stream, go watch the episode again. Listen to that first portion of this episode. Listen carefully and then comment below what you think. Let's generate a conversation in the comments below. What do you guys think? I think that would be amazing to see what you all think, especially for replay watchers as well that couldn't make it to this live stream. Just know I appreciate all of you very, very much. I'm going to put this here. Hold on one second. Where is it? I made a banner. Oh, there. Instead of my little advert, I'm saying what the best ways to support my work is. It's just scrolling below. I am a hyper-focused person. I don't know how to just jump between all different cases on one live stream. I'm very excited to check that out afterwards, and then I might just make an episode on that. So thank you for alerting all of us. I see it going in the chat, but I'm just like microscope type of person. I really struggle to focus on many, many things at one time. Thank you so much, Rochelle Pronzo. Thank you so much. But yes, I really appreciate the news, and I'm going to check out that right after this. You know that. You guys know. My sleep pattern is screwed. I mean, right now it's 10 past 12 again, past midnight, Start my streams at 11 p.m. usually, my time in the Netherlands, because it's the best time for my audience. You guys are all mostly in America. Thank you. Suzanne, great job. Mods, and of course, Gisela, have a great evening. Thank you so much, Mods. Thank you very, very much. To everyone who was here, thank you so much for watching. Leave your DNA on the thumbs up. I'm really looking forward to see your comments below, especially after you've listened to it again. Listen very carefully, put your earphones in. I'm going to do it too. Let's do it together after. I'm going to listen again and be like, and consider all the things you said. I'm also going to read this chat again to see what I missed, because I can't always see everything while I'm busy here. But I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you again probably very soon. You just never know. There's so much news all the time, right? There's so many cases and so much news. Does one ever rest? Does one ever rest? I don't know. All right. So let's play my outro, and you can see some fury, and I will see you soon. Bye.